is nothing but the condition should be the source resistance must be minimum. As per this concern, what is the minimum for Rs? Equal to 0. When Rs is equal to 0, then only the maximum power is transferred from source to load. So this is an unknown direction. This is a known concept, well known concept. Maximum power transfer theorem is well known concept for you, but thing is in unknown direction they are asking question. This is a previous IES question. Now what's the answer? What value of Rs, at what value of Rs maximum power is transferred from source to load RL at Rs is equal to 0, when Rs is equal to minimum, right? Now what is after BTech? That is a question. Everybody thought that what is after BTech or BE? Yes. Now somebody thinking about higher education like MTech or MS. See, this higher education MTech. Now for doing MTech we should write one entrance examination, that is GATE, Graduate Aptitude Test for Engineering. It is all India examination conducted by IITs, Indian Institute of Technologies, or IISc, Indian Institute of Sciences in Bangalore. Of course, this very, very important competitive examination for admission of MTech in IITs and IISc Bangalore or NIT or deemed universities. For getting admission of MTech into IITs or IISc or NIT or deemed universities, we should write GATE examination. GATE is the entrance examination to MTech admission in different institutions, the prestigious institutions like IITs, IISc, NITs and deemed universities. Now this GATE examination is having 100 marks. So here 100 marks, the 1 mark question and 2 mark questions are given. So here the 60% of the questions from the question paper belongs to the first category, is known concept in unknown direction or unpracticed direction. So that 60% of the questions in the question paper are framing like from known concept, unknown direction or unpracticed direction. So these are logical questions and somewhat technical questions given from the different concepts, and 20% of the questions they are framing on the basis of known concept but time taking. The 20% of the questions in the question paper like known concept but time taking. You see that known concept but time. You know the concept of question, but to answer that question it will take time. Actually they are allotting either 1 minute or 2 minutes for answer the question, but for answering this type of questions, you can spend at least more than 2 minutes, So this type of questions just damage your time management, disturb your time management. So the time management is very important for competitive examinations. Just these 20% of the questions coming from on the basis of known concept but time taking. Almost all these are the 2 marks questions. Those are linked questions also, right? Then the remaining 20% of the questions. So these are rough analysis. Remaining 20% of the questions, there is an unknown concept which do not studied in the previous classes. These are from unknown concept for normal student. If the student practiced well at least 1 year for this examination, definitely these unknown concepts also known by the practicing at least 1 year for GATE examination. If the student practiced 2 months or 1 month, that is not sufficient to attempt all the types of questions. Suppose you are planning from third year itself. The best planning is from second year itself, but the better planning from third year. If you plan in final year, then somewhat difficult to achieve the good rank, good percentile in GATE examination. So my sincere suggestion is, first you have to understand the model of the question paper in GATE. Suppose you refer previous GATE question papers, then you observe such a type of questions. For example, in the first category, in the second category, in the third category, so these are the types of questions. I'll give one example for the first category type. Yeah, just you listen. So, for example, suppose for electrical and electronic student can understand this question. Here I'll give the question from the network theory. You see that right. Actually, this is the source and this is the load. Here, you know that maximum power transfer theorem. Suppose if the load is varying, then at what load the maximum power is transferred from source to load? You know very well at what condition the maximum power is transferred from source to load? Yeah, that condition is the load resistance must be equal to source resistance. That's a normal question. But here the question is at what resistance of RS the maximum power is transferred from source to load. In this question, he is asking at what value of RS? At what value of RS the maximum power is transferred from source to load. Here load is not varying. The source resistance is varying. At what source resistance the maximum power is transferred from source to load means it is a question given in the IES. Whenever the question is given, immediately as per your knowledge, as per your practiced knowledge, immediately you can tell that according to inertia the answer is RS is equal to 5 ohms. But that's not correct. To transfer the maximum power from source to load, as the source resistance must be minimum. The source resistance must be minimum. So, if the options are given like this, 1, 0, number 2, 1 ohm, number 3, 5 ohms, number 4, 3 ohms. Definitely, so the minimum value you should select for RS. Now the 0 amperes. Like this simple questions, actually according to maximum power transfer theorem, if the load is varying, at what load resistance the maximum power is transferred from source to load? That's a question. This is a normal direction. This is a well practiced direction. But this unpracticed direction is, if load is not varying, source resistance is varying. If the source resistance is varying, then what is the maximum power transfer from source to load? At what condition RS value means the RS must be minimum. Here you select the minimum resistance for source to transfer maximum power from source to load. This type of questions almost all coming in the first category. This is a known concept but unknown direction or unpracticed direction. So, like these questions you should select. For example, in the GATE itself, from this year there is an additional syllabus added, that is English aptitude and general aptitude. The English aptitude and general aptitude, this is very useful syllabus which is included in the GATE. So, of course, that is 15 total. You have the categorization, the 15 marks aptitude, the 15 marks maths, the remaining 70 marks engineering stream. You observe that this is a categorization of the marks corresponding to the GATE examination. So, this is a rough analysis. The aptitude 15 marks, mathematics 15 marks, the remaining 70 marks come under engineering streams. Of course, the engineering streams may be electrical or electronics or computer science or IT. So that here this is very important. See, the aptitude is the new syllabus included from this year 2010 GATE. Of course, once you prepare for GATE, then immediately you have the knowledge about the aptitude. This general aptitude and general English is very useful for different competitive examinations conducted by the software companies. For example, one company is coming to your college, then they will conduct one examination. Of course, that examination having the syllabus like general aptitude and general English. Suppose once you prepare for GATE, then easily you can able to understand these concepts, aptitude concepts. Then immediately, so that type of campus recruitment tests also attempted. So just the English aptitude and general aptitude very useful for getting the software company test. Like some TCS coming to your college, then they will conduct one examination. In that examination, the simple question is asking. For example, the how many diagonals for triangle? You see that this very simple question in the aptitude, general aptitude. How many diagonals for triangle? Can you tell me? How many diagonals for triangle? Yes. Somebody, the 30% of the students answering like 3 diagonals. Do you know, for triangle, you see, for triangle, there is no diagonal. Because the diagonal is nothing but the chord between 2 vertices other than the sides. Here you see that in between 2 vertices there is a sides possible, there is no diagonal. That's why the number of diagonals in triangle is equal to 0. 30% of the students answering like number of diagonals in triangle is 3. That's wrong. So like this simple questions, actually general aptitude and general English belongs to your school studies mathematics and sciences. If you revise that mathematics, then easily you can attempt the general aptitude and general English. So my dear students, basically here once you prepare for GATE, then you can able to understand the general ability and English ability. Of course, that's very useful for campus recruitment training. So some people having desire like, so they want to be software engineer. That is possible in campus or off campus. In both cases, they will conduct examination. In that examination, you can able to attempt easily by practicing GATE questions. So here, suppose if any company, software company coming to your college, they will conduct a written test and written test is completely aptitude, that's okay, passed. Next step is technical interview. In the technical interview, generally they are asking questions from core subjects, the engineering stream. Suppose if you are the ECE student, definitely they are asking questions from engineering subjects like network theory, communication and all those things. If you are a computer science student, definitely they are asking questions from your core subjects like computer organization and theory of computation, compiler design, like this. So then the second step of CRT, is technical interview. The technical interview is also succeeded when you prepare for GATE. Because when you prepare for GATE, then easily you can able to answer the engineering stream, because 70% of the marks of GATE belongs to the engineering stream. So that the technical interview is also very easy for GATE aspirants and software aspirants. After that technical interview, then there is a HR interview. But HR interview just that's required some personality development and communication skills. So here one thing, some of the students have wrong idea about personality development. The personality means not exterior personality, the personality means inner personality. Suppose if the interviewer asking one question, for example, the interviewer asking, Mister, you tell me, what's your father? The student tell like, this is the way of expression not good. When question is asking, then immediately tell the answer, otherwise you keep silent. The body language should be like maintained in that way. So that's personality development is very, very important for HR interviews, and also communication skills. So if you coming to the GATE coaching, then definitely, so at the end of coaching, so we are giving such a training for at least 10 to 12 hours for personality development and communication skills. So that how we are behave at the in front of interviewers, that's very important.